Okay, people, you've probably got some data from your investigation. I want to show you how to create a chart or a graph out of that. So follow these steps if you would. Go ahead and open up an internet browser, doesn't matter which one. And with a new tab, we're going to go to Google Sheets. So find Google Sheets, open it up to a nice blank spreadsheet, and your data might look something like this. A lot of you have time, and then if I did the boiling the salt water, I would also have the temperature of maybe salt water and the temperature of regular water. And so our data might look like this. Yours might be a little bit different. If I took a starting temperature at time 0, and then every 30 seconds after that, 90 seconds, 120, 150, 180 seconds, 210, 240, 270. I'm sure you see the pattern here, right? So as long as you took data, I recommend you keep it or convert it over to seconds. And then just plug in your temperatures, right? So some of you have this on paper already, and this is just a way if you don't want to create a graph on paper, you can do it on your laptops, right? So let's say my starting temperature, if I measured in Fahrenheit, was around 75, 90, 120, 155, 187. I'm totally making this up, so make sure you don't use this data, otherwise it's going to look a little fishy. 212, 212, 212, because it can't get any hotter than that. And then for the regular water, my data might have started off at the same temperature and looks something like this. Maybe it goes up to 110, 156, 179, 200, 210, 212, and so on. Okay, so your data might look like that, might look a little bit different. But if you've got it plugged in here, then you can highlight all of it. Grab from time and temperature and drag all the way down to select all of your data. And we're going to come up here and say, I want to insert a chart. And if you have one in mind, you'll have to search and select it, but this one gave me a line graph, which is really exactly what I'm looking for right here. I've got a title to the graph, the time in seconds over here on this y-axis. The temperature over here, and then the time in seconds along the x-axis down here. And I've got a legend that tells me this is my salt water in the blue and my my regular water in the red. Okay. Now this graph here, if you'll on your keyboard hit Command and X, you should be able to cut it, and you can take it right into your investigation write-up. You can tell it where you want to paste it and do Command V. It'll ask you if you want to link it to spreadsheet or paste unlinked. Oh, awesome. Awesome. An announcement right over the top. This is real life, people. Okay.
As a staff member. Thank you.
All right. So I would recommend probably paste unlinked. That means if you change stuff in your spreadsheet, it's not going to change your chart or graph. You'll just have to repaste it. Paste it in there, and then I got an awesome looking graph. So this is one option if you don't want to go about doing your graph on paper. You can do it this way.